Hi, my name is Mary Flood, and I will be addressing the grievance discussion case number 3 regarding the dismissal of Erin McNamara and the just cause of her dismissal. Slide. Identification and overview of the case. I am taking on the role of Labor Relations Manager at Barrera Recycling Company, Los Angeles Division, involving the grievance filed by Erin McNamara. As a labor relations manager, I am necessarily aligned with management and as such must identify with management and fully represent management's interest in a myriad of circumstances. Erin McNamara has been with Barrera for 20 years and was recently transferred to the Los Angeles facility from the Long Beach facility. Her usual duty is to handle bundles of newsprint, to cut the plastic from the bundles and place them in the baling machine. This job required her to wear safety glasses, a hard hat, as well as safety gloves. Occasionally, McNamara is also required to sort loose paper, tin cans, and bottles, which arrive in 30-gallon bags, often with broken glass and sharp edges. Without the safety equipment provided, Miss McNamara could easily become injured. She was warned verbally by her manager, Raul Gomez, 6 or 7 times about her failure to comply with safety rules. On the 7th occasion, she was suspended for 3 days. Miss McNamara had been warned and continued to ignore management. Slide. Overall case content. Importance of safety equipment. Miss McNamara is putting herself at risk. Knowingly disobeyed the rules laid out by Barrera. Verbal warnings and suspension were involved. Written disciplinary and suspension notice. No grievance was filed by Miss McNamara. An immediate discharge soon followed after the issues continued. Slide. Safety equipment and its importance. Understanding how to work safely is crucial in avoiding occupational injuries and illnesses. In order to understand, one must pay attention and follow the rules, and Ms. McNamara has proven repeatedly that she feels the rules do not apply to her. Barrera provides the safety gloves, goggles, and hard hats to their employees at no cost to them. They provide 1 new pair of glasses to their employees a year. The nature of the job makes it imperative that protective items be worn. Ms. McNamara had even requested a specific type of glasses and was given them. Safety notification meetings were held to make employees aware of regulations. Ms. McNamara slept through those. In addition to company safety meetings, there were also signs posted in the lunchroom and to remind the Barrera employees of the necessity of the protective gear. Slide. Verbal reprimands. Ms. McNamara had received 6 or 7 verbal reprimands about her continued disregard of company policy. These did not seem to faze her, and the final warning did lead to her suspension for 3 days. When an organization includes safety as part of its core value and culture, it becomes entrenched in its vitality, important at both individual and group level. Her warnings were sleeping through the safety meetings, 2 warnings for not wearing the safety gloves, 1 warning not wearing the hard hat, and 1 warning not wearing the safety, the hard hat and the safety glasses. The final warning came on October 28 when Gomez found her reading a Sports Illustrated magazine during work hours. Slide. Suspension. Suspension at this point was warranted and just cause was proven over and over again, and still no response from Ms. McNamara in complying with the rules. Suspension took place on October 28th, and the following notice was written to Erin McNamara from Barrera. Should you violate any Barrera rules or regulations during the next 12 months, you will be immediately discharged from Barrera employment. No grievance was filed by Ms. McNamara. Slide. Her dismissal. Ms. McNamara returned to work after her suspension in early November, and things resumed in a normal manner. However, on December 9th, Mr. Gomez noticed McNamara was not wearing her safety gloves. Asked where they were, she said that they were in her truck. She did go and retrieve them and start wearing them, but at this time, Mr. Gomez felt that her behavior warranted a dismissal. At this time, he did go ahead and let Miss McNamara go. Slide. Just cause for termination. This section, I will be talking about how Barrera had more than enough justification for Erin McNamara's dismissal. 1, she had the 6 or 7 verbal warnings in addition to the suspension. McNamara had been warned about future behavior if she did not comply with company policy and wear the safety gear. and she did not comply. Under Article 1, Section 2, just and sufficient cause was given to McNamara with a full explanation. Employees are usually terminated for 3 major disciplinary reasons, one of which is violating minor work rules more than 4 times. Ms. Barrera was warned at least 6 or 7 times in addition to her suspension. Slide. Just cause for termination due to violation of specific union rules. Under the union contract, which Ms. Barrera had signed and was a part of, the union lists 14 valid immediate discharge reasons, and Erin McNamara was guilty of 6 of these reasons. They are disobedience, neglect of duty, refusal to comply with plant rules, disorderly conduct, sleeping on duty, and reading books and magazines while working. Slide. Supporting research applicable to the Barrera-McNamara situation. Studies and research have been done to show that employers as well as the union are looking out for the employee's best interests and the employer's interests, and McNamara has disregarded both Barrera and the union. Most empirical studies have estimated a positive union-non-union injury gap, suggesting that unionized co-workers are more likely than their non-union counterparts to have a non-fatal occupational injury. In light of this fact, Ms. McNamara should understand that the union she joined to help protect her is the same union whose contract she is breaking by not following safety regulation. The NLRA works with employers to reach agreements about employees, and in Section 8B, it is stated that during collective bargaining, it includes the mutual obligation to meet at reasonable times and negotiate in good faith over the subjects of wages, hours, and other terms and conditions of employment, including safety. Slide. Plan of action. To make sure that incidents like this don't happen in the future here at Barrera, we will continue in the most efficient manner possible to let our employees know about the importance of wearing safety equipment. We will continue with the safety meetings multiple times throughout the year, continue to post signs regarding safety wear in multiple areas, not just the lunchroom, and also begin to have employees sign safety contracts so that they have further motivation and commitment with regard to their own safety and well-being here at Barrera. In conclusion, just cause has been shown due to the disregard and the multiple warnings and the suspension of Ms. McNamara in reference to her not complying with the wearing of the safety equipment. Erin McNamara has continued to disregard the Barrera safety policies even after her valid suspension. Immediate discharge was the only solution left to end this problem after Gomez had given Ms. McNamara many opportunities to comply with regulation.